Hey you, yeah you, use code JSleeplessYT in the Fortnite item shop on your next purchase and send me a screenshot as proof to either my Instagram or Twitter to 1v1 me first to 5 in a box fight or a build battle. I'm looking forward to playing against all of you guys, so use code JSleeplessYT on your next purchase. Thank you. Hey yo, J Mofo Sleepless, drop that beat yo. Yeah. I like cornbread, potatoes, Salisbury steak, and pudding. Yeah, I really don't like cornbread. I kind of just said that because it had a ring to it. Kind of made me laugh, so I just said it. But yeah, guys, it's Jay Sleepless. I'm back with another video. I hope all of you are doing well during these scary times in the world. Coronavirus. Oh no. In this video, I am breaking down the best Xbox Elite Series 2 controller setup. So analog sticks, trigger settings, dead zones, binds, everything. So if you're new here, make sure you like the video, sub with the bell. Like 90% of you guys that watch my videos do not do that, and I'm dishing out high quality content all the time. So it only makes sense that you would do that because you're getting free content that will benefit you. So make sure you sub with the bell right now. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to show some cracked Fortnite gameplay just to show you guys that I know what I'm talking about. So in other words, don't click off the video after a minute to get nothing out of it. And enjoy. I can swallow a bottle. Congratulations, if you made it this far in the video, you're part of a rare crowd, and I thank you. Thank you.
Окей, на счет 3 я отпускаю телефон. Если ты его поймаешь, он твой. Раз, два, три.
If that made you laugh, then you're in the right place. Drop a like, subscribe with the bell. Disclaimer, I do not own any of this content. I'm only promoting it because it's hilarious. And if you haven't yet, this might be news for some of you guys, but I am doing this for free. Literally, I don't get paid to do this. So if you could, drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel with post notifications turned on. All I want to do is help you guys succeed. So it's only to your benefit to subscribe. It's free. So make sure you do that right now, and let's get right into the best Elite Series 2 controller setup. Alright guys, as you can see, I have my Elite Series 2 controller right in front of me. First, I'm going to be going over the best analog sticks that I think you guys should be using right now for the most competitive shooters like Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone, and so forth. For you guys' movement, aka the left analog stick, I recommend that you guys use the standard length dome-shaped thumbstick, which comes with a few circle indentations for grip. The reason I use this thumbstick over other options like the Control Freaks and the other extensions that the Elite Series 2 controller comes with is because I have tried and tested all of the different options over the course of 2+ years, and as a result I have found that the dome-shaped thumbstick has worked best for me. My movement feels crisp and it feels like I'm in full control, so I definitely recommend that you guys use this thumbstick. Alright, moving on to the right analog stick, your aiming stick. Like my movement stick, I have tried and tested multiple different types of analog sticks. I've tried and tested different types of Control Freaks. I used to mainly use the Galaxy Control Freaks for so long until I switched to the Elite Series 2 extended analog stick. I tried it, I just wanted to see what it was like, and to my surprise, my aiming felt so much more in control when compared to the Galaxy Control Freak. In my experience using the Galaxy Control Freak, my thumb would always slip off during fast-paced gameplay, and as soon as I switched to the Elite Series 2 thumbstick, that problem was solved. The reason the Elite Series 2 thumbstick works so well is because it's designed so that when you are putting your thumb on it and it makes an impression, the grip around the ring of the thumbstick locks your thumb in, so that when you are deflecting the analog stick different directions or you're playing fast paced, your thumb isn't moving. It stays in that same exact position on the thumbstick, which is completely beneficial for both control and consistency when aiming in shooter games. So definitely, I recommend giving this thumbstick a try. It has worked out really well for me, and I think it'll work out really well for you guys as well. And make sure you let me know in the comments how well this thumbstick is working for you, whether that be in a week, few days, test it, come back to the video, or if you already have some thoughts, make sure you comment them below. Alright, so far so good. I hope you guys are hanging in there. Let's move on. We're going to the back of the controller, the sweet spots of the juice. Alright, as you can see, I use the Series 1 paddles on the Elite Series 2 controller. I know, I'm a rebel, and I'm wanted $10,000 dead or alive. Alright, but seriously, I do use the Series 1 paddles on the Elite Series 2 controller. Why? I think the Series 2 paddles are way too small. I never felt comfortable pressing them, and knowing that the Series 1 paddles have fit in my controller and I've had no problem so far, I just feel that the Series 1 paddles give you more leverage because there's more paddle to press per se, and it just overall it just feels a lot better, and I like the Series 1 paddles. So yeah, since I got the Series 2 controller, my Series 1 paddles have fit in flawlessly, even though I am on my second controller, and durability is a whole nother video. We'll leave that one aside. So before I get to the last physical setting that I want to cover in this video, I just want to touch on the best tension settings that I think you guys should be using for your analog sticks. And I've had hundreds of hours testing the lowest, medium to the tightest tension, and what I have concluded is that the lowest tension, at first I thought it was the best because I thought it favored micro movements, and remember, this is all personal preference, but what I have found to work best for me, after using the lowest tension for about 2 months, I switched to the tightest tension just to test it out of the blue, and right away I just found that my sensitivity felt a lot better. It felt like I had a lot more control over my sensitivity, and that all my movements, even the micro ones, were deliberate. But again, it all comes down to personal preference. That's my explanation of it, and it works best for me. So moving on to the last physical setting that I'm going to be going over, which is the trigger stopper settings. And to keep it simple, guys, just put your trigger stopper settings on the lowest possible. The reason you want this is because when you press the trigger in from the start point to the end point and back to the start point, you want that distance to be as small as possible so that the input is happening fast, and that way if you're making fast-paced inputs, you're always going to be getting back to that start point faster. Whereas if you have a larger trigger stopper setting where you're pressing the trigger in further, it's going to take more time for the trigger to get back to the start point, which can affect fast-paced gameplay negatively. So I recommend the lowest trigger stopper settings. Alright guys, now for the setup in the Xbox accessory app. I'm just going to go over the basic stuff, what I use and what I think is the best. So let's get right into it. Alright, as you can see, I am on my Fortnite custom layout bind page, and these are all the binds that I currently have set for Fortnite. Feel free to copy them and check out my recent Fortnite best Elite Series 2 settings video so that you guys have the Fortnite binds as well, so they go with the binds that I have for my Elite Series 2. Alright, so for my left analog stick, I prefer the linear curve, which is default. The reason I prefer linear is because it's a constant sensitivity, so whichever way you deflect the analog stick, it's always constant. Of course, that depends on the sensitivity or settings of which competitive game you're playing, you know, if it's exponential or linear. So I like to keep it linear in the accessory app and also linear in Fortnite so that it's just a constant sensitivity. And for my calculation, I'm using radial, which simply means whichever way you're deflecting the analog stick, your sensitivity is always going to be acting the same. And just like my left analog stick, my right analog stick has all the same settings. And moving on to my trigger dead zones, I keep both of them at 1. That way, the slightest amount of pressure on the trigger will activate the input, which is great for fast-paced gameplay. You want as little input delay as possible, so I recommend that you guys use 1 for your trigger dead zones. Alright, and for vibration, I don't play with vibration, so it's kind of obsolete. If you guys play with vibration, it's all personal preference. Do what works for you guys, but just take this video with a grain of salt. This is what works best for me. Of course, you guys can copy what I'm doing, but everyone's different. Some things might work better for others, but at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. I've done my research, I've tested what works, and I have a lot of good points to back my arguments on why I use the settings that I use. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm Jay Sleepless, and for all you new viewers, make sure you drop a like and subscribe with the bell. And make sure you wash your dang hands and stay safe during the scary times.